Welcome back, everybody. So, some of you probably already know this. This is old news, unless you do not know it, and if you do not know it, then it'll be new news. But Eagle has went from Discmania to MVP. And the only reason I'm even saying that is because I was watching his newest In the Bag video, and he mentioned a disc and compared it to like one of my favorite discs in my bag. And I thought at that moment, I'm gonna have to try this out. And he compared the disc I'm fixing to show you to a PD. And it is the AXIOM Wrath. One, going to find this disc online is not easy. It weighs 156 grams, which is pretty light. It'd be sweet if I could find a little heavier one, but this one will have to do for now. And we're gonna compare it to a S-Line PD. I'm hoping that this flies very similar to this, just because I really like this disc. And it seems like every disc I try out from MVP/AXIOM, they're like just really good discs. And it's hard for me to like not fall in love with the company when every disc I throw turns out to be something I really enjoy. So anyways, we're gonna throw PD first, see how it flies, then we'll throw the Wrath. Alright, that pretty much flew really straight, had a finish to it. Try the same thing with this. This is awkward because I'm aiming that way and the T-pad's going the other way, so it's, my form's like, doesn't feel quite right, but. Oh no. Definitely put some anhyzer on that one and it turned. Well, that was a horrible first throw with the Wrath. So I'm gonna go get it. We're gonna throw it again. Hopefully have a better comparison. We're gonna try this again. We're not really necessarily aiming at the basket. We're gonna aim kind of to the opening to the right of the basket. Take two. PD's first. Dadgummit. Wow. Okay, that flew like extremely straight. That's actually not as stable as I thought it was gonna be. I'm gonna throw it a few more times to make sure that wasn't some weird thing, but that flew extremely straight with a slight finish. Even though it may not fly as stable as I thought it was going to, it may replace another disc I have in my bag because that flew really straight. PD's up first. Threw that a little low, but it stayed straight for a while. Time for the Wrath. Yeah. I think it's definitely more flippy. It's not necessarily a bad thing. If I could find a heavier one, which it's so hard to find them in general, you can't really be picky. If you could find a heavier one, I'd be really interested to see if it flies closer to it. If you could, I don't even know if they make them in proton plastic, but if they made them in proton plastic or Eclipse plastic, I'd be really interested to see how those fly. I've never seen one in Eclipse plastic. I did a lot of research trying to find that one. It was hard to find. All right, so I have a Proton Tesla, and we're gonna compare it. If I had to rank these in stabilities, it would go from the Tesla being the least stable, then the Wrath, then the PD. This is the first time to throw this one. This is a beat-in Proton Tesla, and when I first got this one, I got like 3 Teslas at the same time, and this was the least stable of all 3 of them. So this one definitely flips up, turns, holds that turn, and then finishes. But anyways, hopefully don't fall and bust our butts, because we're throwing on pine needles. If you ever run around on pine needles, they're slick as snot. So here we go. PD. I would have thrown that higher. It's hard to see it finish if it goes over the hill and finishes on the back side of the hill. All you need to know is that PD flies really straight and then finishes hard to the left. Like the first 75% of the flight, it flies straight, and then the last 25%, it just wants to go left. So just take my word for it. Here goes the Wrath. I keep wanting to say Wraith because it's spelled like an N of a Wraith, but it's a Wrath. So we're gonna throw the Wrath that way. Oh my gosh. Well, golly. Okay, it's a bomber. That was, that has a lot more flip than what I thought it was gonna have. And I did release that on a slight anhyzer, but that disc, okay, we'll throw the Tesla. Here's the Tesla. I don't know if you know if you can see that, but that Tesla wanted just to hold that turn, and then it, right at the very end, it wanted to come out right towards the end of the flight, but it's definitely boom, boom, boom as far as the stabilities. I'm gonna go get them, I'll be right back. Well, I may have already said this. My final thoughts on this. One is, hold on a second. One, it's definitely going in the bag. It's like a perfect spot in between my Tesla and my PD. So if you're looking for a slightly more stable Tesla or a little bit more flippy of a PD, or maybe like a faster Instinct, I feel like this disc fits that spot really well. And if I want to throw something that'll go really straight, maybe have a little bit of turn and a little bit of finish, probably gonna be grabbing this disc. I think I could probably put it on a little bit of hyzer and it would flip up to flat and just push straight for a very long time and then finish. Now, not a crazy amount of hyzer. I'm talking like a baby hyzer. But anyways, yeah, it definitely surprised me because I was expecting it to be a little bit more stable than what it actually was. But I really like it, and I like it so much, I'm gonna go look for a heavier one, or possibly a Proton one. But as hard as this thing was to find, I don't think I'm gonna have any luck. So if you want this, good luck finding it, but it is a great disc. Thank you guys for watching. Until I see you in the next one, go in peace and be blessed.